The purpose of this video is to show how to search for a distance learning event through Connect2TX, and we're going to begin with the CISD website. First of all, I'm going to go to Departments and Instructional Technology. Once there, I'm going to go to the Distance Learning Opportunities and find a video conference. Once I'm on this next page, you'll see several things, but I'm going to focus on Connect2TX, and there will be other videos about the other areas. But I'm going to click on Connect2TX here to give you some information. First of all, in this corner that says in the news, very often you will find something here that's free or exciting that you can go to. And it will have some information, but I'm going to click here, not necessarily to have you register, because we don't want you to register, but I want you to look at some of the things that you would find to help you decide whether you need to go to this one. For instance, there's a brief description here. You can see that on this one that's about engineering, math, science, and the Winter Games. You can see the date, the time. It is free. The registration deadline. This is very important, because if you don't have this in by the deadline, then you can't I can't register you. You can see the grade level that is appropriate. If there are any materials provided or needed, it will also sometimes list text. This particular one doesn't. Sometimes there will be a maximum number of students, and you have to go by that, especially if it's a pay. Sometimes people wonder if you can just go ahead and have people in there and not have the materials, but unfortunately I've experienced that when teachers have done that, then the provider will charge per user, or sometimes they will just double the price if they think there's more than one teacher there. They will also have other things listed here, such as special considerations occasionally. The contact person, if you need more information, you can contact them. Their cancellation policy, whether or not it's videotaped, or that you can videotape it, most of the time you can't. And other things about their reservation policy and payment policy, which usually you don't have to worry about a whole lot, but you need to make sure you're aware if there is a payment. Now, another way that you can do that in Connect2TX is to go to Search Programs to find something. And there are providers listed here in the first part. So if you're interested in looking at something from a symphony or Bass Hall, a presidential library, or whatever, you can search in that manner. You can, if you've heard of a specific event title, you can put it in there. But this is nice. You can go in and say water cycle, for instance. And below that, also note you can change up the content area and the grade levels. But I'm going to search by this description now, and I'm going to click on Find Programs. Okay, so here I am. As a result of the search, you can see something from the National Cowboy Museum Hall of Fame. You can see the title, the grade. Sometimes they put the grade in the program name, not always. And you can read your description. See that this one costs $125 per site. The length is 45 minutes in time, and this is where you can always find the audience, what grade level. This one does have text listed. You have a contact name, phone number, email, and special consideration. This one apparently can be adjusted, the time, to suit your needs. The next program you see is the provider is actually Region 14. There's a title, again, same things, free for Texas schools connected to an ESC for video conferences, which we are here. Again, you have all this other information, and so there are two offered there, and you can decide if that is something that will work for you. So once you find one, if, for instance, if you wanted to do this one, you would want to make sure that you give me the provider, the program name, and the date and time. This one is not listed, so it may not be available at this time, but you can look them up and find out that information, and you can register it. So, or contact me to register, or your IT. So I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to flick over here to Eduphoria, and Eduphoria, you have lots of different categories here, so you need to scroll down maybe a little bit, depends on the resolution of your computer, but you can see here it says schedule a distance learning field trip, and once you're there it asks your campus, room, phone number, select a date and time, and notice when you click on this it just gives you the option of the date. It doesn't really give you the option of the time. So if I said it was on the 14th, it doesn't put in a time. So you need to make sure that you put the time down below and put in any information you need right here, so we know exactly what it is you want, so there's not any confusion. And then once you're finished, you would submit the request. And once you have done that, you need to make sure that you also get permission from your principal that you can attend and forward that information to the instructional technologist, so that it's very clear that it's okay for you to go, particularly if there's a charge that would come from your campus budget. So that is the way that you go through that process. You should get an Outlook request for an invitation if all goes well with your confirmation, and then you just need to make sure that you show up at the correct time. And enjoy.